Welcome back to the Vanderpump Rules after show. This week's episode is called Brittany and the Beast, and we're not talking about Billy Lee.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
AfterBuzz TV. I came into that with a lot of energy, you guys. I had to contain myself. I wasn't ready for that.
That was so good.
But that's because we were so excited because last week's episode was so damn dull that we were ready for a good episode. And this was a good episode.
Yes.
It was a good lead to the finale, which will be next week. We had some dress shopping. Brittany's getting ready for her wedding, which feels like it's taking forever. Jax had something in a box, and it wasn't a D. It was his dad. James and Lala seem to have been trying to make amends. Katie is dying over there. We got some good juicy tea in tea time. We're going to be crowning our pumptinis and serving the verdict. So make sure you stay tuned. I'm Zack Peter, and I'm so excited to be back here this week and every week. And to my left, Sarah Serio.
I kind of knew. I was like, I don't feel like anything's coming.
Other than your name.
Hey guys.
And to her left, Rivet Soro.
Hi.
I feel like we need to
And to her left, it's Katie Thompson.
Shimmy in. Hello, everybody.
And we are your very shady panel this week. I don't have rhymes because, Easter.
Yeah.
Caroline, happy Easter. She said happy Easter, happy Passover, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Easter, happy Passover, happy Renaissance. Katie was living her life at the Renaissance.
I really
over
did
the
go to the
weekend.
Renaissance Fair.
I saw.
They call it a pleasure fair. Boy, is it. I had a pleasure of a time. It was such a good time.
I wasn't sure which pleasure.
I loved your dress.
Thank you.
And I loved all the dresses that Brittany tried on tonight.
Oh, so
How you
good.
feeling about those dresses?
Love the dresses, but Kristen picking them out for her. She need to calm down a little bit.
Also, Kristen needed help in her own dress because she wasn't wearing it properly, if anyone else noticed.
No, I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your
That
girl,
was so
the
funny.
little, it's just not extra flaps. It's supposed to go like how Brittany was wearing her first dress that she tried on.
Maybe it was like constricting, so she's like,
I mean, she's not like a big person.
Well, she's a tall person. She's long.
But she's not wide. Like, her shoulders should have been fine in that.
It's like when
Yeah.
you put on like the wrong jacket and you go to drive and you're just like,
But like,
can't move.
Brittany looked really good in all of her dresses.
So
I
good.
thought.
I didn't love the one. I mean, I liked the one that she was going to go with, but there was another, the one where she was like, my body looks so good in this one. I was like, that's the one I want.
Oh, really?
Not for me, but for her.
I liked
Yeah.
the second one, I think it was, which I think is the first, the one that she ended up liking.
Yeah.
But it was
You're
also
talking about
pretty.
the last one that was like a little more flowy, kind of.
I don't remember.
I think it was the more form-fitting one.
I
the
think
one
it
you
was
were
more
talking
form-
about.
it was more
but like the
form-fitting.
sleeves were a little flowy.
Yeah.
They all looked the
think.
same to me, honestly.
All right.
So,
They
I
all
didn't like
looked
the
white.
one that had like the
Bosom.
oh, the
lot.
choker
Yeah.
piece going up.
I didn't like that at all. I like the off the shoulder, the princess look. I like that
Yeah.
one.
A cute off the shoulder, form-fitted. That's what she needs. She was looking great when they were showing flashbacks with her and her sister. I was like, oh, wow, she's looking good this season.
And in her purple dress for the party she had later, it was so cute.
I didn't like that.
What? Why?
Well, she should wear white.
I don't like that
But
style of
that's okay.
dress. I personally think it sort of looks like a pregnancy dress.
No, I like
I
it.
don't know. It's just not my style.
She could be pregnant. I love that her family came into town and they like got all hooched out. Mama had her hair done. She had extensions in there. She was like ready for her camera time.
Yeah, but
Even Mama came.
can we talk about
Mama's
her
shirt
mom
color.
Yeah.
and her
She's
eyebrows?
like, I make beer cheese.
Yeah. I just feel like Brittany's mom's eyebrows could look better.
I mean, I think a lot of Brittany's mom could look better.
I'm not trying to be mean,
The
but I
sound
just
effects.
feel like,
She can be rough.
I mean, it looks like it was improved just
Are they similar to Brittany's eyebrows? Because she gets a lot of heat for her eyebrows, but
Well,
she
because
claps back.
she has like one eyebrow that's like a little thicker and a little like
It's just
like
Well,
they
it's
just
like-
never match.
Well, she's got
Yeah.
the square one, and then she's got like the check mark
Yeah.
one. And some girls
Yeah.
have that, like Kaylee Kuko. She's got
Cuoco.
that too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but her brows just never match. It doesn't matter who's doing them; they just don't match.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can do something. Like, you can shape them.
Girl,
You can
I don't
draw
got
them.
any eyebrows, and we're trying here. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, well, do mine look okay? Because I'm trying to
Yours
draw
look
my.
good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they look very natural.
Thank you.
They
Thank you.
do.
Thank you.
Oh, Caroline says KT has the most beautiful hair.
Oh my God, thank you. And on a bad hair day, my God, thank you.
Well,
Rude.
my
Do you-
God.
Do you know how much I pay for my hair, Caroline? Rude.
I don't pay a dime.
Yeah, it's natural. Natural in all its oils.
Man.
Are you saying it's oily?
Oh.
Is this is
No, I
is that
did
for
not say
shade?
it's oil. You know what? I was giving you a compliment.
Just say thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Calvin, I'm your number one fan, Sarah.
Calvin! I work with him.
Oh, you work with Calvin?
Yeah.
He's your number one fan. I love it. And Sarah says Happy Earth Day. Not you, Sarah,
Happy
but another
Earth
Sarah.
Day.
But
Yeah.
she's like, of all the holidays you mentioned, that's the one you forgot. Thanks, girl. Thanks.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But
You-
I also have to say that the bridal dress shop that they went to, no one would put that spread out.
No.
KT was saying that when we were out there.
Yeah.
No one would.
No, my sister just got married. It wasn't crap when we went there. They were like, "Do you want some champagne?" And it was like Corbel. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like it was like anything super. And there's like a whole cheese spread and like 5 bottles of champagne. Like everybody could have had a bottle with a
Yeah.
straw. I was like, well, damn.
Well, was your sister filming for Bravo?
No, see,
Yeah.
that's what we were missing. I
That's
didn't
where
call
you went
Andy.
wrong.
I should have been like, "Hey, got a show idea."
Damn, wasn't it nice?
Oh, thank you, Caroline. Caroline retracted her. She didn't retract it, but she
Oh.
added a little, what is that?
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "You're a beautiful natural blonde. Thank you for noticing."
It is very natural.
If you are listening on iTunes right now, Sarah's face said everything she needed to say. And if you are on iTunes, what can they do, Katie?
Well, you can like us. You can give us a comment. You need to give us a 5-star rating, and we love you, so you need to love us back. It's an exchange situation, so we need to do it both ways.
Like
so
a
thank
hooker.
you. Yeah, you know, that's one way to put it.
I mean, I didn't know that was another way to put in an exchange.
You said it perfectly.
But so yeah, thank you so much for enjoying all of our shows. We enjoy you as well.
Yes, and since we love you, and we love when you give us 5-star reviews on iTunes, we'll give you a quick shout out. This one goes to Join NY. I think he wants us to join New York. And,
Oh.
or Scientology, who knows?
Oh.
I'm all set.
He says that we make his workouts, or he or she say we make their workouts so much better. You guys are awesome. I listen while I work out, and I love your opinions. Well, you can agree with the people in the iTunes, in the YouTube comments. It makes my cardio go by so much faster, and you guys make me laugh with 3 exclamation points. Keep it up.
Oh my
We
God.
plan on it.
Aw.
Wow,
Thanks,
I'm glad
guys.
you work out.
We make your cardio go by faster?
Yeah.
That's such a
That's
nice
a-
compliment.
I know.
That is a
Like,
mission.
that is
It's
rough.
really nice.
Rivet, how are you feeling about James this episode? Because I feel like he had a lot of moments, but none of them are great.
I'm so
What?
over him.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
so over James. No, I don't care. I'm so over him. He's such a crybaby. Like,
Yeah.
just get over yourself. Like,
Yeah.
get over yourself.
He just needs a hug. Like I don't know. Like he's
mom.
he's literally or a mom. Well, Lisa's trying, but I don't agree in the ways that she's trying. But like just there were so many moments where I just wanted to give him a hug. Like he's spacey. He's not even listening when anybody's talking to him. Like I mean, like sure he could be stoned out of his mind, but whatever. It's LA, and I just want to like shake him and like be his friend and
Yeah.
slap him. But I love him.
See, my issue with his scene with Lala tonight is like this was her genuinely trying to extend an olive branch and be like, look, you're going through some stuff. Like, even if you didn't buy it all the way, like he could have leveraged that as an opportunity to get back on Lala's side and then get back in with the group and then have like at least a decent relationship with them where he was just like over it. He's like, no, I don't believe that you're real right now. I don't believe you care about me. And it's like, well, if you want to stay on the show, you have to forge some type of a fake relationship with somebody.
If they get rid of him, I will be very upset.
He's not trying, though.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you stop trying?
No.
No.
But he had like, and I realized like she's like you need to be sober and stuff, which I don't totally agree with. Like she shouldn't be playing God with him. Like I don't know, like don't tell him what to do in order to not get a job. But he should probably move on.
But
I
there's
don't
a
know.
correlation between every time he's drinking, he messes up. So I
At
think
work.
they're very justified in saying, I told you not to drink. And he's sitting there like, I had a few beers, but that's not drinking. It's like, get out of my face. Like, why are you wasting my time?
If he doesn't drink at work, fine. But I don't think she should be able to tell him what he does on his off time.
But he showed up to meet with her after having a few beers.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think that, like, him sort of acting like that, you don't think, like, the beers sort of were the reason?
Enhance
or one of the
his
reasons,
bad
yeah.
behavior.
I mean, I don't know. I feel for James. I don't know.
I just feel like, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like a lot of other people are the same way. He just needs to prove everyone wrong. Mm-hmm. But he's not even trying to prove anyone wrong.
The only one he tries to prove wrong is Lisa, and he's like, Lisa, please, please.
I see him as
You
like
don't get it, Lisa.
like a kid who needs a hug.
But that's exactly what I was like. I felt like I was looking at myself when I was 13 years old, when like my
Right.
mom was talking. But it's like, you were 13,
Yeah.
and I can acknowledge looking at that and being like, wow, that's how I was when I didn't want to hear what anyone was saying. But he's like 25 years old.
Yeah.
And, like, I think Lala was very genuine in what she was saying. And she said, I'm not sitting here on my high horse. Like, I've said things. I've let alcohol affect me a certain way. If anyone were to get through to him, I think it would be Lala. But all he had to say was, oh, Lala's changed, and she's changed for the worse. It's because she's not enabling him anymore. So he doesn't want to hear what she has to say.
But it's also like, she's been sober for 3 seconds. Can you shut up? Like, who is she to tell anybody, like, oh, I know, you know what, I'm better now. I know everything. Because there was a part of me that felt like she's like, I'm not on my high horse, but let me hop on while I say this. I don't know, but that's just me.
I mean, I do kind of agree with you, Katie, that like, and we see this on Real Housewives of New York with Luann, that like when people get sober,
Yeah.
sometimes there is like I don't think it's intentional, but I think there's a preachy moment of like, this worked for me, you should try it too. And I think
Right.
there's an inherent judgment that people feel when that conversation is brought up to them.
Yeah.
Where I don't think James necessarily has a drinking problem, but he definitely has a problem like with drinking. When he drinks, he makes really poor decisions, and
Yeah.
he can't bring that into the workplace.
Right.
And I do also think that, I mean, I think he still likes Lala and is not willing to admit that in any shape or form, but he does. And also, he said something, and I was like, well, it's not going to be the same. Just like he was like, our friendship is never going to be the same. No, it's not, because you are in a relationship.
Right.
And she is in a committed relationship. So it's not, but it can be something.
Maybe this is all coming from Bambi. Maybe she's like, I don't want you to be friends with the really hot girl that you have had sex with. I
She's
would
not
learn
that far. She's not thinking that far.
True, but I would
don't
feel that
think so.
way.
I think she like enjoys it. I would be thinking that way too, but I don't think she thinks that way.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Zack.
No.
She
Yeah.
doesn't think that
She's
far.
just
She
very
can't.
simple, yeah. She's like, she got in my face, James. Don't talk to her.
She has been taking that to the next level though on her social media.
What the Bambi
Bambi.
thing?
Yeah.
Bambi. Oh yeah, she had a Bambi like sweater or jacket. She had
yeah.
something.
So much.
I would do it. I
it's
would
like-
do it. I'd milk it.
Overkill.
But
It's
like,
too
it's just a
much.
jacket and a necklace.
It's like-
that's a
it's like
lot. All right,
raw
never
level.
mind.
In the
That's
same week,
it's a little bit much.
it's a little bit much.
Tattoo is next.
No, don't even go there.
You're like giving Lala credit. Lala probably loves it. She's like,
Yeah.
you're giving her credit.
Yeah.
I made her. That's what she's probably thinking.
Jazz
Oh,
got a
100%.
tattoo this week.
What did he get? Oh yeah, that's right. Jesus Christ, Katie. I thought this was like a new developing story.
Guys, the genuine in KT's voice was amazing. It was like Zack went with Jax to get this tattoo.
She's like, what? What did he get?
I thought, I don't know.
She thought we were doing tea time.
That's what I thought. And I thought maybe you had said James. And I was like, oh, look at me on a hunch here. And then, no, it was Jax's tattoo.
No, with his dad's writing on his arm. And
Precious.
am I the only one that thinks it's really freaking weird that he walks around with his dad in a box?
I wrote it down and then I was like, am I allowed to say this? Like this? And like, maybe let's put it in a locket. Like, let's
think
put
the
it in
same
something.
thing. I
It's
think
not even in a nice box. It's in like a cardboard box, like a gift box, like for gift cards.
I think putting a loved one ashes in like a necklace is nice. You don't need to take a box around with you though.
I don't want that for me. Like, leave me at home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool. I don't need to be taken
It
everywhere.
was like a matchbox. Like, could you imagine if like he just left it there and somebody's like, "Oh, let me put out my cigarette."
That's
like
what-
that would be horrible.
Like, what if you lose it? Like, sorry, Dad, I left you on the bus. Like, I
and
don't
someone
under
threw
like,
you away?
like, no, that's or like somebody opens it and sneezes.
you can
I love
put
how
it-
you think Jax Taylor would be taking a bus.
Well, and then I said that I was like, he's probably not on a bus anywhere, but like, you know, he leaves it
That's what
behind
I
or
got.
something. I don't know.
I do like when they get the handwriting.
Yeah.
I do like that. It was nice. It was nice.
The fireball bottle was cute too.
Yeah.
Not cute, but nice.
His sister's so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't. I thought she was pretty. I thought she was. Which was I the only one?
No, she was pretty, but I remember seeing her and being like, she looks really old for being Jax's sister. And I'm like, oh wait, he's like 40.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Was she the blonde one? No, that
Yeah.
was Brittany's sister.
No, they were both blonde.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brittany's sister was pretty though.
Yeah, no, she was real pretty.
She was with blonde hair.
Yeah. Oh, is it different?
Didn't it used to be dark, a little darker?
Yeah.
Thought it was a
Yeah.
different sister.
No.
Like, oh, we got a new one.
Yeah. She was nice. She looked nice.
I think
did
she
look
looked nice. I think they look similar.
It was the eyes. I
Yeah.
looked at her eyes, and they had like the same.
Someone in the live chat said that she has Jax's old nose. That's
Oh.
how you know it's his sister.
Oh, that's a
Oh, I didn't notice that because hey,
Jackson's
we all
nose
have a
look the-
nose.
It's always
That
like
we
the
want
same to
fixed.
me.
His nose?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen a difference.
I can't tell the difference. And
Yeah,
I
no.
just rewatched all the seasons, and I can't see it.
See, Clarence says she can see someone putting a cigarette in that box.
Yeah.
It's true. Like, what would you do if you see a box of ashes just laying around? Like his poor dad. Like,
What
to
if he like drops it and then it comes open? Like you scoop it back up and hope you don't get rocks in it?
See, you guys, our shade goes all across the cast. It just depends on who's the dumbest of the week.
wondering. I'm just like, if I like drop one of my parents on the floor, like, oops, sorry. Like that's you know.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun,
Like,
dun.
There's just no reason to like take him around with you. Like he's there in spirit.
Well, he
just-
he brought him to get the tattoo, so I kind of understand. But again, it's like get like a little urn, like put it in.
Well,
like
that's
a
what
little,
Brittany said. Brittany was like,
a mason
"We're gonna have
jar.
to get a nicer box for him."
And that's a box. Like, how about no box?
yeah, like it didn't want to get a coffin, so you put him in a tiny box, like out of the ground
It's like tiny house, but like real tiny.
and dead.
Oh.
R.I.P.
All I have to say is
we
my
handled death
only.
great on this show, you guys.
I just was. Why couldn't they have made pancakes?
Out of his dad?
No! Oh my gosh! I know I took that, and I was just like, I couldn't. When they were at Jax's and Brittany's apartment, and they had all of those pancakes to go. Like, pancakes are not that hard to make, y'all.
He can't hear you.
I know.
He's too busy
I
laughing
know.
at his own
That's
dumb
not what I
joke.
meant at all.
I'm laughing for your reaction to the dumb joke.
They were shook.
Did it?
Because it was just such an interesting segue from like
Yeah, there's so much going on.
She was over talking about the ashes.
beautiful hair is going.
Oh my goodness.
I got it out. We're okay.
Your beautiful hair.
Ooh, we got to tangle.
Oh,
We good.
We good.
We are good.
I don't think I've ever seen Brittany or Jax use the kitchen. I don't really know. I know they talk about
They make
making each other
drinks.
sandwiches.
Beer cheese.
Okay.
But did they say where
Oh,
the
beer
pancakes
cheese.
came from? Like maybe it was like a hashtag ad.
They didn't, so why would it be?
Oh.
It's not.
Well, they're just busy with all that wedding planning. They gotta
I
just
just feel like that's the easiest thing to make.
Okay.
bring the hot cakes in. But also, who like true? If I'm gonna order something, I want like fried chicken or I don't know, something classier.
It was just I had so many of those notes this episode because none of this episode really made sense in that way for me. The
Very
pancakes
true.
was one when we get to Scheana. I have a list.
Oh my god!
I mean, I think we should just get to Scheana.
Oh my God.
I feel
Let
like
me
we've
turn the
talked enough
page.
about
Yeah.
dead dads and pancakes.
Jeez Louise.
See, it's like you want to like feel for the girl and be like, you're single and you're hurting and you just want a man, but then it's just like, I just want to shake you at the same time.
But we saw her in her marriage too, when she sucked in that. So it's like, I don't know.
I have so many
I lost
comments.
it when she said, I've never been the type that like wanted a man and wanted kids, and I'm just like always been independent. Are you freaking kidding
If
me?
you had been there and seen all of our expressions, Rivette's head literally went around.
It went around a 360. Like,
Because, girl, it was opposite day for you if you had just said that.
I will say, what was her new date's name?
something gay man. I don't know. She really dates just these not straight men.
He was straighter than Adam.
He had holes in his jeans.
Did you see that selfie?
He's also
with
in
the
Los
lips,
Angeles.
That
He
pout?
was straighter than Adam.
No.
Yes.
I think Adam and him know each other and they get together on the weekends.
Probably.
And this is all
don't
fake.
remember
See,
his
but
name.
he would be the one that would be receiving the blowjob, and Adam would be giving it.
Stop.
Really?
See, like he's just like an ounce more
Straight.
straight.
After this episode, I just think Adam's like a classic, just like F boy. Like, I don't think he's gay at all.
Oh, he's totally gay. He's a gay F boy who wants camera time, and he found a storyline, and he's like in Los Angeles and wants a paycheck.
Well, because what was that whole thing of telling her, like, I don't want to be with you, but I don't want you to be with anyone else? I'm sorry.
Classic
what?
F-boy.
Like, no.
I feel like Adam really doesn't care, but then after he said that, he probably realized like, oh my gosh, if I don't care anymore, then I'm not going to be on this show.
My
so I have
storyline
to
is
put
over.
in this effort to show that I care and I'm upset.
Yeah.
So that's where it went. But back to Scheana. She is not living in the right state. Definitely needs to be in Florida. The knickknacks around the home for the age she is, and it's like, where's all of this money going towards with her outfits? Her freaking plastic cutting boards. You don't put raw meat on a plastic cutting board, first of all. Threw me through a loop. That
You
wine
don't?
glass.
Actually, Sarah, you do.
No, you don't put it on
do-
a wooden one.
Yeah, you don't put it on a wooden one because
I don't put
then
it on either.
Where you put
She's
it
like,
on?
I just don't
I
cut my meat.
do it and then I like throw it away.
Do what? Oh, the
Like
cutting
a,
board?
Like a, yeah.
You must have a really big, like, expense for cutting
no, not
boards.
a cutting board. Like you can just use like a
You can
plate
cut it on
and like
stuff,
and
yeah.
then just wash it.
yeah,
And
yeah,
like
yeah.
a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know.
What's the difference between a plate
Aluminum foil.
and a plastic cutting board? That seems
Because
okay.
the meat can get stuck in the
Yeah.
plastic.
Oh, because
and
it's
to
porous.
get that out.
I see.
You can also dull the blade. Steve-O in the booth.
Oh.
I just the whole apartment just was. I had so many things because I feel like she makes good money, and I just want to know where is it going.
She's busy slapping meat.
And the wine glass is not classy for me.
Why?
I just need something.
It was
with
very
no writing.
cheap. Yeah, it was very like
Yeah.
cheap in college. Like that's
Y'all
her
should come
apartment.
over because you gonna be like, I literally one time served somebody Mountain Dew and tequila with no ice.
a redneck margarita.
And then I discovered that it was actually a thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, this is a problem.
That
So y'all
sounds-
wouldn't survive.
Horrible.
It's
Welcome
a redneck
to it.
margarita.
Come over, it'll be fun.
That was some beer cheese, y'all.
I would kill for some beer cheese right now. I could do
So
it.
you really don't think she? Okay, I mean, not that Scheana obviously picks gay guys, but like, I don't know. I thought Adam's whole storyline was forced and fake, but I did think that I liked this. Well, I mean, I guess that says something. If I liked her date more than
him.
Those kissing noises, the makeout session
And
was
then-
so,
So awkward.
disgusting.
He was like, "Oh, my mouth is tired." Well, it's probably because you don't want to be doing it.
No.
So you're like, "Oh, this again? Another girl's mouth? Okay." Oh man,
like I'm used to things being in it.
not being so soft. Not well.
And the fluffy pillows from Claire's that she had on her bed.
Claire's.
I was so confused.
I sadly feel like Scheana on a date though is me on a date.
And that's fine.
You're not like 33
What does she
though.
like think when she watches this back?
She
She's
probably
probably
doesn't.
gonna say she doesn't watch it back, but
Yeah.
it's Scheana. Like she watches, it
for
back.
sure.
As she Googles herself at the same time on 3 different computer screens.
Urga Pie says that there are beer cheese flavored Lay's chips.
Oh, it's probably Mama.
Ew.
Be right back. I'm going to Walgreens.
BRB.
BRB.
Listen,
Be right back.
was that it that happened with Scheana? Because I feel like when it was all happening, I was just overloaded.
When she put her hands on his pants and then went into the hole
Yeah.
of it to grab a hold,
Yeah.
I about lost my seating. I could not. And at first I was confused. I was like, is there a rip in his pocket? And then I was like, no, girl, there's a rip in his jeans. If you ever go on a date with me and you show up in ripped jeans, no, I don't even wear ripped jeans. Like
Ripped jeans
My
can be
boyfriend
cute.
wears ripped jeans. I
Ripped
think
jeans can be cute, KT.
I don't know about that. But I also hate cheetah print, and that's not a popular opinion. So
I don't
I
like
don't
cheetah print
know.
either, but I can do ripped jeans.
Oh, okay, all
like
right.
cheetah.
Jeans.
Well,
To
you
each his
agree on
own.
that thing. The fashion, Katie, you should be on the Project Runway panel
They
with all
asked
your
me
fashion tips.
because I did the All Stars one, but it just was a lot of fashion. I don't know. Had to
Not
take a
your
fashion break. Yeah. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about either, so there's that too.
But wait, did you catch that at the beginning of the episode when Scheana walked in to see Adam at Sir, she was wearing his white t-shirt?
Oh, I
That
rolled
didn't
my
look like it fit
eyes.
him because he's like a fitted type of person, and it was like a way oversized white shirt.
And we also need to talk about, he was like, he said it so intent, I'm going to need that back.
Yeah,
Like, so intent is like, chill.
And was
You're
she on
okay.
the clock? Because, like, don't they have a uniform? They have that ugly dress.
I don't think so. I think she probably just wanted to come and say hi.
It looked terrible though. Like
With
it
that
didn't look
belt.
good.
Was
No.
it like a cheetah print belt? I think that's what
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
She was like, I found this. This was in your house, and I found this in my car.
Like what?
like
What?
what? Like what did you walk out of your house like? How
And
did
it's like,
this
if y'all,
outfit
if
come
you guys
together?
have been staying at each other's places, you know you have a drawer.
No, that's like it's like walk of shame chic where you're like, I look terrible, but I'm just gonna make this look work right now because I have no other options, and
Right.
like my dress has sperm stains all over them.
Right. Slash begging you to fall in love with me. See how cute I am in your clothes.
Same.
And if she takes it home, he's got to retrieve it from her, so he's got to come back to get it.
It's just a white shirt.
Like herpes.
Ew.
Oh, bless us.
I did feel bad for her though. Like her eyes when she was like, "Oh, if you don't want me to date other people, maybe we should date each other." Like she was
And
like
he's just
waiting.
like-
Faces.
Like it was sad. I felt for her in that second.
Yeah, and she was just like wanting him to be like, no, I don't want you to go to the dinner with this guy.
He's like, you're my beard and I'm not ready to wax it.
How about like Ariana being like, oh, like not to start any drama, but like she totally sent us this video. Here,
And
let me
here's the
show it
video.
to you. What? Like, I don't understand.
That was not cool.
Very, very strange. She got on my nerves a little bit this episode.
Ariana?
Ariana did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did. Same to you.
Same.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about it. Insert the verdict.
Flips page. Yeah, I was waiting.
You're like, we're here for this.
Okay, so Team Ariana or Team LVP?
Yeah, see, I'm definitely. Wait, now I can't remember what the fight was about. What happened?
About what Lisa said about the Toms going to
how
Mexico.
she's
Oh,
been-
well, here's the thing. We know that Lisa plays dirty
Yeah.
on, social media. That's a thing. So she does have a point. But why are you getting annoyed about something that doesn't totally have it? Like, it does have something to do with you, but it doesn't. So, like, Ariana, shut up. Like, this is not your fight. So, like, shh, you in that mustard dress? Let's just zip, zip, zip. Dum, dum, dum.
Rivet.
Team LVP for sure.
Really?
I think Ariana was reaching. I think she was reaching. Like Tom was not even annoyed. I think Tom said something
Yeah.
like, "Oh, she's been cooler." I don't know. He made a comment, but she's like, "If you're talking shit about him and I'm dating him, then you're talking about me." But like, I don't think she's talking about
like
you.
you're
at
taking it way too
all.
personal. Mm-hmm. Sarah.
LVP.
LVP.
Always.
I do agree with Rivet. I just feel like there's certain things in life that you just have to just don't think about it, and it'll make your life so much better.
Yeah.
And like, just fine.
Like, I understand where Ariana is coming from. Like, she wants to defend her man. She feels like Lisa's knocking him. But, like, Lisa also, like, takes cheap shots. Like, this is who Lisa is. Yeah. And, like, you have to, like, it's like eating Rocky Road ice cream and being shocked when there's a nut in it. Like, it happens. You can't avoid it. That's what happens when you eat Lisa Vanderpump.
Do you guys like her?
Vanderpump?
Yeah, like, would
Yes.
you
I'm
want to be her
obsessed with
friend?
her.
Do you watch the Real Housewives shows,
Yeah.
though?
I don't.
Okay, because right now, a 10 out of 10 would not be that friend. Mm-mm. No.
See, I'm not a... I have mixed feelings about
I have
LVP.
mixed feelings too. I feel like you kind of know what you're getting if you're friends
Yeah.
with her, and you just have to be like, all right, if she comes at me, whatever.
I'd get a drink with her, but I don't want to, like,
Oh.
tell her all of my, like, life
Secrets.
stories.
Yeah,
and
well,
No,
that's what
yeah.
they need to do.
Yeah.
They need to like tell her things. So yeah, she'll stay friends with you, but not tell her everything.
Yeah,
True.
completely.
I think I need to watch The Housewives.
You
Because
definitely
just watching
do.
Vanderpump, I love her. Like she's
Watch
like everything. Like
everything
queen.
minus season 4.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's when they brought in those 2 new girls, and that was rough.
Oh.
It was a bad season.
I don't even remember their names.
Carlton
The
and
witch
Joyce.
girl?
Yeah.
literally don't even remember they existed. So
Yeah. No, you just didn't watch when Lisa Rinna comes in and she's like, don't you talk about my husband.
Oh man, Lisa Rinna
Great.
is one of the best things to happen to Bev Hills, honestly.
It is.
But that's a different show.
So
I saw her
but
hiking.
it's so juicy.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh
with
my God.
Harry.
Oh my God.
I did the
Harry
thing.
freaking Hamlin.
I did the thing. I was like, I was with Nick, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, she probably noticed, but I like really was about to say something. It was one of those things. And I was like, oh, I tightened up. I was like, gotta go.
Got to
Jeez
go.
Louise.
Be right back. Be right back. Oh, they are calling you Queen KT.
Oh.
Well, Caroline is. Caroline really likes you.
Oh, okay. So not everyone, just one.
So not they.
Ooh, Sarah in the live chat says Team Ariana. I cannot with LVP anymore on either show.
Oh wow.
I see. That's kind of where I am, but still annoyed with Ariana.
See, I can totally understand that though if you do watch Beverly Hills because she is going through the are you for her, are you not for her phase because of what she did. It's like, oh, again.
Yeah.
She did something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she did.
I don't know if it fully. We're not even talking about that show. So I have so many
But
thoughts
boy,
on
we
that.
want to.
Urga Pai says Team Ariana, scared to voice it because LVP intimidates me.
Oh well, she doesn't watch this. Let's be real.
Clarence K said Team Ariana because she said it was a joke and she always does.
That's true. LVP always says like, "Oh, I was just joking. It was just a joke. Can't you take a joke, darling?" It's like, no, just shut up.
But I also feel like, in a sense, maybe it's like the LVP kind of feels like the two Toms could get a little more notoriety with Tom than Lisa. So maybe that just
Well, see, I think
scares her in a sense to like not have her really still there and present, even though she will be.
She's got like 9 other
Maybe
bars.
that's it. I don't know though.
But she's losing her TV time, and her TV time is the only reason her bars are successful.
Well, if she would stop being like, so rude to everybody,
Well,
maybe it would come easier.
I think she's gotten away with throwing so many punches that she just thinks that this can continue on. But I think, as people become more popular, as shows become more popular, egos become bigger and they don't want to take it. And I think the issue is, especially when it comes to Tom, is like, this was the story and the narrative that we created with this show. That's like, they're dumb. They don't really know business. But I think it would have been a much better, at least as a fan watching the show, it would have been better to see them grow up on the show and learn how to run the business and kind of graduate them in that sense instead of continuing to like make them look dumb and immature.
Right.
And she plays into that narrative. And this is where I can
100%.
see why Ariana gets upset. All right, shall we get into some tea time?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Tea time.
Cheers.
Wow, you just went for a sip and didn't even cheers us. Fine.
Okay, so first up in tea time, Stassi recently did an interview on the Jenny McCarthy show where she said that Billie Lee can basically just leave. She doesn't need her on the show. She says that Billie Lee is thirsty. She wants camera time. That's why she's faking all of this drama with all of the cast members. And like the reason they don't want to hang out with her has nothing to do with her being trans. And it's really just because she's not a nice person and they genuinely don't get along with her.
Literally what I've been saying the whole
I
time.
think that's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly
you can
it.
tell that she's not a nice person.
Yeah.
You can completely tell she's not a nice person.
I don't care what your gender is. You can be a flower. You just gotta be nice.
Yeah, and she's not nice.
And it's when people talk about like spreading the positivity and all of that, it's when they talk about it a lot is normally when they don't do it.
Like it's like when someone's like, "You can trust me." I immediately know I can't. So it's the
Yeah.
So Billie Lee naturally responded.
What'd she say though?
She says that Stassi is a cis, straight, privileged woman.
She said
and
that
she doesn't
again?
know. Yeah,
Can't.
she doesn't know her identity struggle, and they're not nice people to her. And Stassi said she quoted Mean Girls, and she's like, "You don't even go here. Like, just leave."
Yeah.
And she's like, "How dare you tell me to leave? I am a part of this show."
That's so annoying. Like, I watched the interview with Stassi, and she even said, like, why am I going to invite you to, like, my apartment when I'm having, like, a wine night with 4 of my close girlfriends? Like, why do you need to be there? Like, we're not friends. She
And
doesn't
you
even
don't
go
like
here.
us,
Like,
yeah.
exactly. So it's just, like, so weird. And she keeps saying this cis privilege, which before this, I never even knew what that meant. Like,
Yeah.
now I keep hearing it freaking
From her.
From Billie, yeah. Like, every week. I'm so over it.
It's like I don't even want to waste my time, but it's like I have things to say. Like, that's just the thing. It's like, don't be making something a thing if it's not a thing. Like, you're making another category.
Yeah.
For Billy's doing that. It's like, stop making little pockets for people to fit into by calling them these names. And also, no, we don't know your identity struggle. But that's not even what came out of her mouth. So you don't need to say it either.
Like Bethany Frankel said, just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Can't do it anymore, girl. Shut up, get off the show, and just
like,
ugh.
I'm not a fan, but not for any reason she
But see,
probably is thinking.
I think
That's
if
not why.
she genuinely tried to be friends with them and built a relationship with them, they would probably like her a lot more. But she just doesn't seem like a great person.
She's like, oh, I'm a girl now. I should be included in everything. Nope.
Entitled
Yeah,
is what
like,
it is. She
yeah.
feels entitled to
don't
stuff.
like that.
Yeah, she feels entitled to things, and then you can't exclude her. You can't like not give her the option, because then, whereas it's like, if I didn't want to invite you because I think you're an awful person, like, you wouldn't take that personally, like,
No.
or maybe you would, but it has nothing to do with you being a girl, like,
Right.
or a redhead, or like whatever you want to say it is. You'd
Right.
be like, you don't like me because I'm short. It's like,
Right.
no, that has nothing to do with it. Like, you're reaching for straws.
Exactly.
Literally reaching. Because you're short.
Did you want to take a jab too, since we've got two?
I'm
No,
short
just
too.
kidding.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm short too.
I'm reaching.
I love being
Wow.
short.
We also see Brittany celebrated her shower.
Yes.
You can see it was very Gatsby themed,
Oh,
which
she's
is
so cute. I love her
Tonight,
so much.
Brittany gets jaxed.
Oh man, I hope that she doesn't actually get jacked in this marriage, though. SOS.
No.
How long do you
I
think
hope
before he slips it into somebody else?
So. I mean, I give it like
I give it
a
at
year.
least 3.
3
A
years.
year?
I give it 3.
I'm going to say I think he's got it all out.
We saw him talk about it with Dad, and he's like,
Listen,
I just
have
need
so
to
much
take
to say
care of
about that.
myself.
We never talked about that.
That's why I brought it up right now.
Yeah.
It's like I feel an
Gosh.
opportunity here.
Oh my gosh, that was uncomfortable. Katie was sweating. I was like closing my eyes because I was like, if someone ever talked to my dad like that, I'd be like, no. And even me, if I was Brittany, like watching this back, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Like, what was that? He did not learn. He was like not owning anything. He can think that, but don't state it.
No.
And you could tell that the dad, it was all in the eyes. The dad is not about it. It's not for him. And I wasn't for that conversation because I don't think he owned anything that he really should have. And it didn't seem like he learned anything when I know he has.
Yeah.
But that conversation really made Jax look bad.
He said like, oh, sorry, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He was, well, now I forgot because you started, so you go. Now I have to toss it to you.
I like barely opened my mouth.
It's gone now.
No, I was gonna say I just found it so shocking that Brittany's mom was so like
For it.
we were rooting for Jack since the beginning. I'm like, what? No, like you should always be rooting for your daughter that got cheated on by this guy that she's dating. Like,
Who
Well,
thinks?
her mom, like, immediately forgave him. Even Lisa Vanderpump was like, if he cheated on my daughter, I would not forgive him like that. So she really has been Team Jax from day one.
Mama sees a paycheck, Mama sees a camera in her face, and she gets those eyebrows done.
And then Jack saying that he bought the child for the other people. That was an
I mean,
LOL
yeah.
moment. I was like,
was
oh
funny.
God.
I
And
practically
then,
bought you a baby.
and I really keep forgetting the thought I want to say about Jax.
It was when the dad was like, well, we need to know about her happiness. And he's like, well, what about me? I need to be happy. The husband needs to be happy too.
Well, don't cheat on her.
I don't think he doesn't know how to like speak
Say
to
it.
her father. I think he means well. I think what he's trying to say, I hope what he's trying to say is, you know, I want to take care of Brittany and I love her so much, but I have to take care of me first. Because if you don't take care of yourself and if you don't love yourself, you can't properly take care or love the person that you're with. And I think that's what he's trying to say in his own Jax way.
But then excuses the entire cheating thing by saying, well, I was going through some stuff. I don't care what you're going through. You don't need to get in someone else. Like, go to your girlfriend if you are going through something. Don't go to some girl in a bedroom. And then say it later and make it fine.
There we go. That's what it was.
I can't handle him and his sweaters.
You forgot the old woman.
What old woman?
that was sleeping while he was sleeping with Faith, while he was
Having
getting it
faith.
in.
Oh my.
True.
I'm sweating a little. My
Thank
upper
you for
lid.
that. Thank you
You're
for that
welcome.
James Kennedy rant.
Wait, that was definitely
Appreciated.
not James Kennedy. That was Jax.
Okay, sure. It was a little it was a little bit of all of them.
Oh,
he
my
meant-
rant.
Oh,
Yeah.
your rant.
Oh, I was like, no.
No,
Did you
you're
think I was
James
talking
Kennedy
about James?
style
Oh,
rant.
okay.
Rant.
Ooh, girl,
Yeah.
that went over my head. I'm here. We're all on the same page now. Here
we are all on the same
Same
page.
with Jack's getting a tattoo.
And the last thing in tea time is Raw Valletta spoke out, called the cast exhausting.
Oh.
And Scheana Shay and Lala Kent decided that they didn't like that, and so they clapped back at him on their Instagram stories.
Next.
It was pretty great.
They were great rants. If you guys want to check them out,
Yeah.
go and find them on Instagram because they were both really great rants.
It
But
definitely makes them
nobody
look
cares about Rob.
petty, though, right? Like when you talk out on somebody like that, like just don't.
I mean, that's what he said too. Afterwards, he was like, I don't understand. I'm all about being nice to one another, and there's like no need for you guys to say that. But it's also like none of it's necessary because none of it's really relevant.
Right.
If you're not
You're
about
not
the
relevant.
namaste, stay out of my way. That is it.
It's like,
Bling. Okay, Katie, who gets your pumptini this week?
Oh.
Do you need me to explain what pumptini means?
No, I think I got it this time. This one is going to go to Jax's dad. He should probably... He went through a lot this episode. He got carried around into a lot of places. So he deserves a pump. Or a shot of Fireball from his own bottle, you know? The look you're giving me right now,
that's
Sarah.
so funny.
That would burn
That's
him
funny.
again, though. The fireball would just put him back up in flames.
I thought what I was saying was bad, but then you made it so much worse. I'm in the clear. Okay.
Oh my
Drag me in the comments. I love it. For that?
My pumptini goes to Tom Schwartz because where was he this episode? I miss him and I don't really care for anyone else in
yeah.
this episode. And I love Tom Schwartz always, so like, where were you?
it's always going to go to him forever and always. Mine's going to Brittany's dad.
Brittany's
That's what I
dad.
thought you said at first. That's why I was really
that's-
making that face.
that's-
Oh,
And
I was like, this face.
That's
It wasn't
genuinely
processed.
what I
Yeah,
thought.
I thought you tried
Mine
to. Yeah.
was Brittany's dad because he's so cute. And I can appreciate the dad wanting the best for Brittany, and it came off well on camera.
You guys are going to be thrown by my answer.
I'm
my
excited.
God,
It's
I'm
gonna be
so
like Billy.
excited. No.
My
James.
pumptini is going to go to Billy Lee. Because we started the episode by talking about brunch with Billy, and we didn't see her once this episode. And it was my favorite episode with her yet.
That's good.
Cheers,
That's
Billy Lee.
true.
We didn't see her once. But we
Cheers.
opened it up, and they were talking about brunch with Billy, and I was like, oh, God. And then she didn't show up.
No.
And I was like, and she's back in her cave. And on that note, I'm Zack Peter. Thank you guys for watching the Vanderpump Rules After Show. You can follow me at Just Plain Zack for really funny memes and stories and good stuff.
It's a good time.
Follow him and follow me at SSerio because what else are you going to do?
And you can find me at Rivet Soro on social media.
And follow me everywhere at Little Baby Kates and check out my podcast, See You Next Tuesday, available on all the podcast whatevers.
Yes, and we will see you next Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.